Hello, I'm Ian McIntosh and welcome to the BetBright Football Manager Cup Final. Now, if you've been here watching us on our journey, you'll know that we have trailed the country to find the best football managers alive. And you know what? I think we've got 4 of them. We started in London. We went to Leeds. We went to Manchester. We went to Glasgow. And in each city, we played a tournament. 16 people started. We brought back 1 champion from each city, and they are here to do battle for actual money, like really serious money and everything. 3 of them will go home with £1,000, but one of them is going home with £5,000. I think we can safely say that's the most money anyone will earn through 10 minutes of playing Football Manager. There is a lot riding on this. But just in case you haven't seen what we've done so far, maybe I should tell you, the rules and stuff. It is Football Manager 2017. It's the touch version, and we're doing a straight knockout tournament. It's 90 minutes, extra time and penalties if necessary. Then we'll get to the final, and then the winner takes home £5,000. But what's different about it? Well, you don't get time on your side. If you're the kind of football manager who spends, 3 to 4 hours examining your stats and working out tactics, this isn't going to work out for you, I'm afraid. We have 5 minutes for each manager. 5 minutes to pick their team, to sort their tactics, to do their team instructions, their player instructions, and if they've still got time, their set pieces as well. There's no time to spare. The pressure is on right from the start. When the game begins, there are 2 tactical timeouts. You can use one anywhere between the first whistle and the end of half-time. You can use the other in the second half up to 90 minutes. There are only 3 things that will give you an additional chance to tinker with your team. One is extra time. You get that? 30 seconds to each manager. One's a red card. You get that? 30 seconds to each manager. And one is a catastrophic red injury. None of those little yellow ones where they can limp about for a bit. A red injury. Again, 30 seconds for each manager to make their changes. And then we will sort the wheat from the chaff. Now, again, if you've been watching, you'll know we've had some very special guests here. We had Cherno Samba in London, Jonathan Wilson in Manchester. We had Mark Kerr, legend of the game, up in Glasgow. I'm delighted to say that Cherno, the best of the lot, in my opinion, is back. Just currying favour. The best of the lot. He will be here. We'll be talking to him very, very soon. But not before we're going to talk about the players. Now, before we started broadcasting, we did a little cup draw in the other room. All the managers were present, as were representatives of Football Manager. It was all very much above board. There were no warm balls in that room, I assure you. And the draw was Matt Halsworth, our Manchester champion, was drawn out to play Dave Stemp, our London champion. That's going to be our first semi-final. And after that, we'll have Justin Walker, our Leeds champion, and he will play Hans Pottigado, who is our wild card from Glasgow. We'll know more about him in a little bit. But first of all, I would like to invite Matt Halsworth up to the stage. A round of applause, please. Matt Halsworth. Welcome, Matt. How are you feeling?
Terrified. Terrified, yeah. I mean, I was feeling pretty good beforehand. I was thinking, we've all got £1,000, absolutely fine, we're all winners, but actually being in here with a lot of people is quite daunting. Yeah. Ooh.
Tell me your team, your star players. Who have you got? Who are the 3 you're really looking to?
Tevez has been great, good work rate. Gareth Bale, bit of a saviour, and Kante, if he decides to put a few chances away, that would be great. Yeah.
You had a very dramatic final, didn't you, up in Manchester? You came from behind, and it was Kante who did most of it, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was. He got the winning goal. Tevez had 3 shots off the post. So it was genuinely end to end. It was a good game. 2 goals in the first 3 minutes. That was horrific. But then after that, it all sort of went pretty well after that.
Now, the managers have got the same squads again. These squads were selected by Football Manager. They're all evenly balanced, and they're made up of real players. Some of them, like Justin Walker, I believe, has Cristiano Ronaldo, but he will have weak spots in his squad outside of that. We have Carlos Tevez here, of course. They're the same squads they played with in the Heat, so they should know their strengths and weaknesses, and they should know what to do. So, are you planning any dramatic tactical changes?
No, a couple of tweaks here and there, maybe to counter certain other players. But yeah, mostly the same, I think.
Great stuff. We'll take your seat in the dugout, and we'll get Dave Stemp, London's champion. Dave Stemp. Dave, welcome.
Thank you very much.
How are you feeling? Look at you, all casual with a beer.
I'm very casual. I've won a grand already. Fantastic. If I win 5, even better. But I'm happy. I'm calm. Where's the dog? the dog is unfortunately at home.
What's the story about the dog, for anyone who missed it?
So the dog is my girlfriend's dog, and she's waving. Yeah. And she was away over in Canada. She's Canadian over Christmas, and I had to look after the dog. So I brought the dog along to the London final, and which is why I have a lovely dog badge.
That is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you very much. Who designed that? Was it you?
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. Why not? Don't tell anyone. You had your team in the very first of our heats. Who were your star players?
Lewandowski up front was definitely the best player. Also, Hugo Lloris made a couple of magnificent saves. Probably Daniel De Rossi as well. Didn't do anything spectacular, but a good performer every game.
And you had a very tense final, didn't you? The outcome was always in doubt.
I mean, frankly, I was very drunk, and I don't remember the final. It was I don't know, what was it, 3-1? I did very well.
He was 3-0 up after 8 minutes. So if we can, if you can have any more of that, you'll be quite happy, won't you?
I need to get more drunk.
We do have a lot of beer here. That is a possibility. Are you going to be changing your tactics in any way?
I'm going to say no. Actually, yes. Yes, I am. I'm going to go more attacking.
This does not bode well at all. The decisiveness.
Yeah.
No or yes. Where are you going?
One of them in between. Yes or no.
Okay. What is your lineup?
The whole lineup.
Just the tactical shape. You're 4-4-2 man.
No. 4-3-1-2. Attacking midfielder behind 2 forwards. Very narrow. Lots of tick-attacker passing. It's going to be fantastic.
Are you listening over there, Matt? Yeah, he's got it. He's got it. See, I tricked you.
I am watching him doing this.
What's it like for the people at home? Because they'll probably look at this and they'll say, "Gosh, Football Manager, it's easy. I do that in my bedroom all the time." But leave it. What's it like when people are watching and when there's money riding on it?
Oh, the added pressure, it's incredible. No, it's exactly the same. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, look at him. Ice runneth in his veins.
It's a game of Football Manager. Everyone's going to enjoy it, or it's going to be terrible. There'll be no highlights for 90 minutes. One or the other.
Yeah, we can't have that.
No, okay. I'll go more attacking. It's fine. Okay.
Excellent stuff. Well, take your seat, please, and the very best of luck. I'll join you on the sofa very, very soon. I'd like to introduce tonight's very special guest. He's a legend of the game, an absolute legend of the game, except when he, obliterated my Everton team and I lost a cup final. But we won't talk about that because we're being nice and I don't harbour grudges. Cherno Samba! Cherno, what do you make of this?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Just being here, seeing all of these players from all over the country is absolutely brilliant, and I'm looking forward to today.
Now, I know you get asked this all the time, but what was the first point you realised that you were a legend of this game?
When I was at Millwall as a youngster, that's when I realised it, because a lot of people were coming at me at the time, so that's when I realised, you know what, I'm going to be a legend on this, and I'm still a legend on this.
Rough gauge. How many people a day go, Cherno Samba? The Cherno Samba?
Yeah, I can't count. Yeah, it's I get it all the time, and it's buzzing. It's really nice, So I'm looking forward.
You will be remembered forever by a certain generation of players. That must feel kind of weird.
I hope so, because I done an interview the other day, and I was saying I'll be 65 or 73 with my working stick, and people will still talk about this game. So,
but what are you doing now? Because you're actually becoming a real football manager yourself, aren't you?
yeah, just done my B licence. I'm starting my A licence actually next week. Chelsea in Cobham, so future's bright.
How long before we can see you in the dugout?
You never know. We'll see.
Yeah, what's the aim?
To do my pro licence and then get into the academies and then straight work my way through.
Okay, well, he's done 2 sets of coaching badges already. So what kind of advice do you have for these 2 gentlemen now, soaking with sweat into the sofa?
Just calm and just stick to your philosophy and just never change your philosophy and just be calm and you'll be all right. And I just wish them both good luck.
You've played a lot of games all around the world. I mean, how easy is it to stay calm in these pressure situations?
It can be tense and it's not easy, but you've just got to have that in you sometimes, and sometimes calmness play a lot. So being a manager and being a player is different. So being a manager, you've got to have a little bit of calmness and that will push you to the edge.
Look at Dave Stemp, man. He's just like one leg stretched out. He's utter calm, isn't he?
I like that. And the fact that he's from London as well, so I'm...
We got Justin Walker pacing a groove in the other room right now, sweating and worrying. But Dave Stemp, nothing at all wrong with this man. I don't even think there's any sweat patches under there. You saw Dave play in London. Is there anything you remember about his team's performance? Is there anything Dave remembers about his team's performance?
Not really, nah. He's done all right, so that's why he's here today. You know what I mean? So, I wish him all the best, and with the lad from Manchester as well. Wish both of them the best, and whoever wins today, then deserve it.
That is very, very noble. Cherno, thank you so much. We're going to talk to you again later on in the night, but thanks so much for coming. Big round of applause for Cherno Samba. And if you stick with us, we will be back very, very soon for the first semi-final. A place in the final beckons for either Matt Halsworth or Dave Stemp. Right now, they are frantically putting their tactics together. You're going to watch now a little video of our journey so far, and then we'll be right back with you. Take care. We're a lot alike, all of us here. We've won and lost titles. We are gods in our bedrooms, to a certain extent. We've signed superstars and stinkers. We've had tactical master plans and tactical disasters. But no one's done anything here quite like what we're going to do tonight. Tonight, 16 laptop gladiators will take up arms and stride into this boozy arena to do each other in. For the BetBright Football Manager Cup, and I'm joined here by someone who's had a slightly longer journey here than most. Mark, where have you come from?
Vandløse, Denmark, just outside Copenhagen.
You've come all the way from Denmark for this Football Manager competition.
Yeah.
rides on the very next game of Football Manager you're about to see. Not only that, but also a place in our grand final next week in London, where that £1,000 could be turned into £5,000.
And Draxler Squeeze off his shot. He can't. Oh my word! 3 minutes into the game. Bernat slams it home from the edge of the box. We've seen this before in finals. 2 goals in 3 minutes. Henderson, can he crack one in? We have our first football manager player. Congratulations to the most extraordinary football manager I've ever seen.
Welcome back, everyone, to the BetBright Football Manager Cup final. Well, semi-final in the ground, but you know what I mean. To my left is Dave Stemp, champion of London. To my right is Matt Halsworth, champion of Manchester. And we are about to put them head-to-head for a place in the final. Both of them, whatever happens tonight, they're going home with £1,000, but they could swap that around and make it £5,000. Gentlemen, have you expended your 5 minutes on your tactics, your team instructions, your player instructions, your set pieces? Are you all done?
Absolutely, yep.
Yep, absolutely done.
All done. Mr. Adjudicator, could you please get us set for kickoff and leave us on the formation page? Now, Dave Stemp, what have you gone and done? Tell me about your formation.
So I've gone for a 4-3-1-2. Very, very short passing, small passing. Basically gone for the hope that I'm going to attack and score lots of goals because I'm not that convinced about my defence.
That use of Lewandowski as a poacher and Vardy as a false 9 is interesting. What's the plan there?
This is a formation I've used in a
I'm not doubting you. Just sure, it's fine.
I mean, I won't take doubt from Ian McIntosh.
He went there. He actually went there.
No, this worked very well in the London finals or whatever you call them. So stick with what you know. See, Cherno knows. Cherno knows. If Cherno says it, as you know, Cherno says something, you do it, and it always works out.
I
well.
did, and I lost. But no grudges. No grudges. You got a lot of pace at fullback there, haven't you?
Yeah, a lot of pace. So I think actually during the last game I went a bit more defensive, but after hearing Matt's comments about what my tactics are going to be, I changed it up a little bit, just a touch, to make my fullbacks more attacking.
Interesting. Well, Matt, what have you got here? Sort of 4-3-3-ish, isn't it?
Yeah, 4-3-3. No striker as such. Tevez sort of dropping back, getting involved in the midfield, hopefully putting in some tackles as well, high pressing and stuff. Yeah, 4-3-3, wing backs hopefully pushing forward, maybe exploiting a bit of space there, but we'll see.
That's a packed midfield, isn't it? Not much is going to get through that.
No, with a bit of luck, yeah, it'll be nice and tight there. Kante, Matuidi, Biglia, pretty solid hopefully, and Tevez with a bit of luck dropping back, putting the leg work as well, and the beautiful Gareth Bale on the left as well.
Yes, he did quite well for you last time, didn't he?
He was a god amongst men. He's outstanding. So yeah, focusing things down that side. And hopefully, getting a few balls into the box, and Kante, Tevez running onto them.
Okay, well that is Matt Halsworth. He's in the blue. He's the champion of Manchester. And in the red is the champion of London, and that is Dave Stemp. Gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? It's that Corinthian spirit you only find in Football Manager. Let's get cracking. Gentlemen, if you want to make a change, you just let me know, okay? And I'll probably ignore it and hand it over. Let's play Football Manager. Okay, ball back to the defence. There's Shaw looking for Bale straight away, but Walker, my word, he's absolutely grease lightning, and the ball is given away, and that comes to nothing. Absolutely delighted with that, but oh no, it's Walker. Lewandowski looking for, he's lost it to Biglia. And Bale and Shaw on the overlap. There's a break on here. Matuidi, Kante, is he going to crack one? No, he's not. And they have the ball away. You must have thought you were in with something there.
Yeah, shame it was Kante.
That is Matt, who is the champion of Manchester. Are we bear with me one moment while we just check out that. Yes, we're playing the full match. Let's change that, because I don't think anyone wants to see a whole 90 minutes. Ball comes in, straight back out again by Stemp City, but it's to Gareth Bale. That's pretty much the worst place it could have gone. It wasn't a bad-looking cross, but it wasn't great either. Straight into the side netting. So we're moving a lot quicker now, 10 minutes into the game. There's Kyle Walker with a throw, but he's given it away to Carlos Tevez. And there's Kante again, who's proving really important already, surging forward as he did in that final. He actually had about 4 or 5 clear-cut chances in that regional final, didn't he?
Yeah, he missed a lot of them.
Missed all of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, Biglia out to Bale. Bale now, what can he? Drives it into the side netting for the second time. It's a bad time to develop a habit like that. We are coming up to the 12th minute, and I'm going to show you some match stats. Wow. What an absolute riotous football match we've got here as we're midway through the first half with one shot that wasn't on target. Koke with the ball in. Nice header from Martinez, but it's easily scooped up by Rico, and that smidgen of a chance constitutes our first effort on target in the 22nd minute. There's Koke out to Mick O'Tarian, the Irishman, to De Rossi. Kyle Walker now cuts inside. There's no need for that. Roberto, he's dispossessed by Kante. And Bale, again, can he do? He cuts inside. Lucas Moura, look at the pace of these players. Tevez sticks it in the near post. My word, it's an opening goal for Hallsworth Harriers midway through the first half. Well, can they get straight back into it? No, they can't. Bad news for Stemp City as Koke just blasts that free kick recklessly over the crossbar as if he is unaware of how much money is riding on this. Gareth Bale offside. Here's another chance. They've wisely given it to Kyle Walker, but he's done exactly the same thing. Did you set your set pieces up?
No set pieces.
There's a lesson for all of you watching at home there. Never ignore set pieces. Mick O'Tarian through to Vardy, starting from a deeper position. Mick O'Tarian back to Walker. Can Walker go outside? No, he goes inside where all the other footballers are. There's no need for that. Manolas back to Koke. De Rossi now, that pass was a hospital ball. He's in real trouble now. What can Bale do this time? He's been a bit of a letdown. He continues to be a bit of a letdown. And there is a very early change. It's the 36th minute. Now both managers have that one tactical timeout that they can use. Usually they use it at half time, but not this time. Dave Stemp wants to make changes now. And why wouldn't he? He's 1-0 down. Dave, what are you doing?
I'm trying to nullify Gareth Bale if I can.
Who wouldn't want to do that? Are you worried about this? You were getting a lot of...
Yeah, I was getting a lot of... Well, Bale had the ball a few times.
He wasn't doing much with it, was he?
Shooting the idiot. But I will change that at half-time, I think. We'll get Gareth Bale off shooting duty. But yeah, I mean, Walker's fast enough to keep up with. I think that was a bit of a worry beforehand, seeing the team. He's fast and, yeah, might have to change things up possibly.
Okay, you've only got 30 seconds, Dave, so you've got to make them count. He has made them count. Remind us what you did.
So I pulled Kyle Walker back a little bit. He was too attacking. I've changed my attacking fullback to the left back and made Kyle Walker man mark Gareth Bale.
Let's see if it works. There's just 9 minutes left in this first half. In fact, there's not even that now. There's only 3 minutes left. Blaise Matuidi with a yellow card. You concerned?
I might change him a few minutes into the second half. See how it goes.
Well, remember, that was old Football Manager talking. You've got one tactical change here if you want to use it. Do you want to use it?
Yes, I will use it.
Okay. Fire away. Let's get you set up. 30 seconds there. Dave, you've come all this way from London to London. One part of London to a different part of London. Sometimes that can be very hard. Was it hard?
No, it was very easy actually.
Excellent. That's the link I wanted.
Yeah, absolutely.
How are you feeling?
Bit disappointed that I've had no good chances. I think his defensive midfielders are doing a very good job, and we'll see how it goes. I would like, I would like to at least create one good chance, and let's see how it goes.
This is the first time I've seen concern on the face of Dave Stemp. Usually he's inebriated and unaware of pretty much nothing. Sitting or standing positions are... Right, what have we done here?
I've basically told Gareth Bale to stop shooting from all over the pitch.
Stop shooting Gareth Bale. Are both managers ready to start?
Yes, I am.
Okay, remember they only have one more tactical timeout, unless something awful happens. But let's hope it doesn't. Alexandro, Daniel De Rossi. Lewandowski. What's he doing? Kyle Walker now. Kyle Walker's been neutered, which is an image that none of us wanted, but I've given you anyway. Ball back to Rico, and now we'll see if those changes make any difference. Vertonghen on the edge of the box for Matt Halsworth's Harriers, and he keeps possession, which no one expected. Through to Lucas Moura, and the shot, well, my word. Thank heavens for Hugo Lloris. Still all the possession with Stemp City, and yet no real chances to speak of. 39 minutes left as we wait. Oh, there's the tactical timeout on the 58th minute. It's his final tactical timeout. Get stuck in, mate. Right, well, we've known through this tournament, whoever blinks first does hand the advantage to the other player. You have that advantage. What are you going to do? You're going to shut it all down? You're going to park the bus?
Not quite yet. I mean, I've been out of control and I've barely had any possession as it is. So I might try and see how it goes next 10 minutes. Maybe switch up. Maybe bring on a few other people. Change it a tad. Maybe go a bit more counter-attacking. But I don't know. I'd see how it plays out next 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, and maybe make a change.
You're very calm. This is a very calm first semi-final. Right, are we done?
I am done.
Okay, what did you do?
I don't want to tell you, man. No, I'm joking.
People.
Full out attack and just attack, and then
Crazy.
disappointed. And then put Kyle Walker back on attack. I've unneutered him.
And there again is an image. Not even sure how that works medically, but I'm not a doctor. Tevez, big ball out to Bale, and my word, Bale has space if he can finish it. He lobs it, Lloris tips it onto the post. Alexandro clears it to pretty much the worst place, but they've gotten away with it. That could have been awful. That could have been the end of this. It still might be the end of this. Tevez is through, but he lashes it wide. Real concerns from Matt Halsworth there. This game should have been sorted out. It might, no, not with a ball like that. Every opportunity there for Stemp City to just clear this up. But they do need to start making chances. They're not making anything of note. No one wants to see someone leave a grand final with a performance this anemic. Lucas Moura through to Blaise Matuidi. And there it is. There's the second goal. There's only 27 minutes left. That is enough time for Stemp City to do something. It's also enough time, and there's a tactical change. 21 minutes to go. And Matt Halsworth is using his tactical change. Matt, you're locking it down, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got to try and maybe hold it back a little bit. Maybe bring it back a touch there. But still hit on the break if I can. I'll put Mata on, save that yellow card.
I'll leave you to it. Dave, how are you feeling? It's not gone well, has it?
It hasn't gone well, but, I'm confident. We've got a chance just about to come up, or they're going to counter-attack again and score. But one of the two. And
You'll always be my favourite, Dave.
Oh, thanks.
Mostly because of the dog, but also a bit because of you.
I'll bring the dog back. Okay.
Right, let's get back into this. 21 minutes for Dave Stemp to very much against the run of play get back into this, but it doesn't look like it's happening because there's Kante through to Tevez. 1-on-1. Tevez slips it through the goalkeeper's legs. Stick a fork in Dave Stemp. He is done. 21 minutes left. Cherno Samba turns on the champion of London. Vicious scenes here. Alexandro lobs one way. Oh my word! Maybe he's not done. Kyle Walker slams home. Utterly needless from Halsworth Harriers. They played themselves into trouble there. Get that fork out of Dave Stemp's leg. He might not be fully cooked through. Check the juices. See if they run clear. De Rossi to Walker. I can't read that. To Walker to Lewandowski. Roberto, my word, are we on the brink of something extraordinary? Alexandro, Lewandowski, Walker, can he crack another one in? Oh my word, what a save from Rico. PK getting away. Bale, anywhere will do right now, but not Javi Martinez. Kante can always be relied upon to keep possession moving, and thank heavens for Halsworth Harriers that he does. The clock continues to tick, 13 minutes, but there are visible beads of sweat building up on Matt Halsworth's face, and the smell is quite off-putting. Mario now, De Rossi, through ball to Walker again. Alexandro, my word! He's come from nowhere. There are 9 minutes left. There are no tactical changes for either manager. This is all they can do. Lewandowski, Mario, Vardy, Rico saves. My word, you got those chances you wanted, Dave. Can you turn this around?
We've got 5 minutes. Here we go.
Koke, Rico out to claim. How fast is your heart beating right now?
Oh, this is not good for my health. It really is not.
Walker is everywhere now. He's single-handedly dragging Stemp City back into contention. Lewandowski, Walker again, a machine. Alexandro, if he can get across, good God, he's almost put it in from out wide, just smashed off the outside of the post and into the side netting. Gareth Bale free kick would be nice, but it's gone over. That's no use to man nor beast. There's only 2 minutes and Vardy is through. Vardy with a shot. Rico parries it out to Mario. Mario for De Rossi. Oh, Biglia blasts it away. Can Bale do something on the break and bring Hallsworth's... My word. Alexandro again. Kante. Bale. Is there any fight left in this team or have they expended it all? Martinez to De Rossi. Where is Kyle Walker? Kyle Walker, the man on whom everything rests apparently. Roberto. Alexandro. Oh my word! 30 seconds to go. You can only put that down as a goalkeeping error. Smashed into the near post. And from 3-0 up, Hallsworth Harriers have let it slide. Walker, Vertonghen clears it away. My word, I think we're heading for extra time. What a turnaround. Pity the fool who said Dave Stemp was done. Oh, maybe he is. Bale. Bale looking for options. He's crowded out. And there's a foul. There's a foul. It's one last free kick. We're already into deepest, darkest injury time. Tevez, Kante. And I think that might be it. That might be it. That is the end of 90 minutes. Dave Stemp. What the hell happened there?
I don't know. I don't know. I think trust the players is what I'm being told.
You're not going to use your 30-second tactical timeout.
I can use it at some point later.
Yes, you can. You're not going to use it now?
No, I am good. I think it's going well.
Oh, mate, come here. Come here. What's happened?
I don't know. Oh, I just, you know what, weirdly enough, going more defensively did not work, so I'm going to switch it back if possible now and try and...
Anything you need. You need a drink, you need a cuddle. We're here. What a way to open this tournament. If you switched off at 70 minutes, you can't hear me call you an idiot. You're an idiot. This wasn't done. This wasn't done at all. Dave Stemp, from nowhere, summons up an Istanbul-style fight back that may yet go all the way to penalties. My word, I don't think I've ever seen a Football Manager game like that. You've got a few yellow cards there, Matt. Tevez and Shaw, you going to trust in them?
Yeah, going to trust them. Leave them on. Try and keep it like I was before, controlling, and see how that goes.
Okay, Dave, you're not going to do anything? You're just going to keep that one in the chamber?
I'm going to keep that one in the chamber and see how it goes. Maybe make a change later.
Okay. Right, well, I can't wait for this. Let's do extra time. Whoa. Hallsworth Harriers, broken-hearted, anxiety running through them like hot gravy. Bale with a free kick, tosses it in where Jamie Vardy, of all people, makes a clearing header. PK, Tevez, if he can cut it back, there are options there. He sort of can. And PK, oh my word, no one saw that coming. It looked like the chance had been missed. Gerard Piqué with an absolute thunderbastard from the edge of the box. And Stemp City rocked back on their heels. This didn't happen in Istanbul. 18 chances for Stemp City, which is not bad considering it was about, the 70th minute before you had your first one? We are halfway through extra time, and that was the only chance. But what a chance. Do you want to do something? Absolutely. Yeah, I thought you might. Well, you've been on an emotional roller coaster. Have you been sick yet?
I'll be close to after this. I'm worried about other bodily functions, frankly.
So am I. I'm sat next to you.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't Big Gerard do that in normal time? Where was that before? Yeah.
Can you hold on now? You can't change your tactics. You've made your change.
No, I'm hoping. Again, we were great before on control. Changing it, bringing it back was the big mistake. Hopefully now, maybe some more gaps open up. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. Oh.
How are we doing here, Dave?
Yeah, I am good. I was actually already on any more attacking.
You've come back from the brink once. Can you do it again?
I just think that I can't play against this formation.
You're going to have to, mate. You're running out of time. Okay. Right. Into the second half of extra time. Stemp City with the ball. De Rossi somehow works its way to Walker, hero of the hour. De Rossi out to Mario. Is the cutback coming in? No, it's not. Possession lost. Lichtsteiner with the throw-in. Lucas Moura, Mata, Tevez, Kante. Lovely exchange of passing, and Tevez is through one-on-one. And he's not... Oh, Bale with a chance to seal it. Lloris is there. Makes amends for that earlier error. Walker. Lewandowski in front of him. 3-4 men running into the box. Borges is the one it's closest to. Alexandro fires his shot, parried, and tipped over the crossbar for a corner with 12 minutes to go. Alexandro with a header, cleared off the line. Roberto just off the outside of the post and into the side netting. He has had chances to get back into this. Will we get another game this good? I sincerely hope so. Lewandowski now, if he can hold the ball up. He cannot hold the ball up. Borgia, Lewandowski, again looking for De Rossi. Can he find Kyle Walker outside him? He can. The shot isn't good enough. I think he might have used up his miracle quota for the day. Oh, that's a terrible ball from Martinez. It's released Lucas Moura. There are two options in the box. One is Tevez, one is Bale. Neither of them have found the ball, but they have found a corner. Just 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. It's still 4-3 to Matt, but he was 3-0 up, so we can't read anything into that. Biglia now. Mata, is he going to toss it back in? Only as far as Vertonghen, probably not the best option, and he has lost the ball, and Lewandowski now has a chance to break. Walker, obviously, out on the right, who loses the ball. De Rossi, Mario, Walker again, cross coming in. There are 4 targets. And the only person he could find was the goalkeeper, Rico, and now there are fewer than 4 minutes left on the clock. Piqué, Kante, Lucas Moura, Tevez again. Oh, it's bounced off his bum and it's ended up in the hands of Lloris. If they can just retain possession, eat up the clock. Oh, but they can't. Lewandowski's through. Lewandowski's missed an absolute sitter. Holsworth Harriers just need to get a grip on this game. But there's nothing they can do. Stemp City are irresistible. Here's Shaw, though, for Holsworth Harriers. Here's a chance for Tevez. Lloris once again there with an absolutely outstanding save. All Matt Holsworth wants is one goal to stop his armpits sweating so much. But Stemp City again clear their lines. Only as far as Mata. Tevez now, is this it? No, he's offside. I feel I unnecessarily raised my voice there. Lloris out to Kyle Walker. Borgia, Roberto, there's a gap for Alexandro. This might be the last chance. It's not a good chance, just impacted on the surface. Rico, big ball up, and Kyle Walker this time with the foul. We are into the last 15 seconds. It's all or nothing now for Stemp City. Lewandowski dispossessed by Shaw, but they can't keep possession. Bale, Shaw, where's he going? To Mata, to Tevez. We're deep into injury time of extra time. This could be it, but Vertonghen's there, slams the door on his fingers. Bale, cutback, Tevez, Lucas Moura. Can he slam it in and make everything all right for Matt Holsworth? I don't think it's going to matter now. We're 30 seconds into injury time. I'll dribble it into the corner flag. I'll kick it over the roof of the stadium. I'll bury the ball in a hole to stop anyone doing anything with it. That is it. It's the end of Stemp City. London's champion has fallen. Manchester reigns supreme and will be in the final. First of all, Dave, what a game you've given us.
Oh, gutted though, gutted. I feel I only played well when they changed the formation, and apart from that, was pretty average.
Pretty average. You said you wanted a chance, a decent chance. You got 24.
I mean, Jamie Vardy has been partying too much is the problem. He was...
Skittle vodka?
Skittle vodka, too much Skittle vodka.
Yeah, it's a problem that has haunted men since the beginning of time. Confectionery and hard liquor. It takes no prisoners. Let's talk to Matt Holsworth. How do you feel?
Oh, that was horrible. Yeah, I thought the last final I was in was hard enough. That was horrible, though. I mean, like 3 up and then 3 all, and just Kyle Walker. when did that happen? Like, what? When did he become?
Just turned into
right winger. Yeah.
Are you going to make any changes to your team for the grand final?
I think I'm gonna not make any changes midway through. I'm gonna keep it as I have, and keep it like that. Control worked, and it was trying to play further back that I think messed it up and let Dave back into the game. So I won't be doing that. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Oh.
In a minute, we are going to be showing you a video of what happened in Glasgow because our Glasgow champion is on his way. Dave, you're going to stick around, aren't you? You're going to stay for the final.
You got free beer, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Excellent. We don't want to lose you. You have been absolutely fantastic. Can we have a round of applause for Dave Stemp?
That was brilliant. Honestly,
Right. That is by no means the end of the entertainment, because we will be back very, very shortly with the second semi-final. And we are now going to show you what happened in Glasgow, because that's where one of our champions came from. Don't go anywhere. Join us for the next semi-final. We'll be back in about 4 minutes. Thanks for being here. I'm Ian McIntosh and welcome to the BetBright Football Manager Cup. We happy few, we band of brothers. And each a day who shares his tactics with me shall be my brother. Oh, we're a lot alike, all of us here. We've won and lost titles. We are gods in our bedrooms, to a certain extent. We've signed superstars and stinkers. We've had tactical master plans and tactical disasters. But no one's done anything here quite like what we're going to do tonight. Tonight, 16 laptop gladiators will take up arms and stride into this boozy arena to do each other in. By 10 p.m, only 2 of you will remain, and you will play a game of Football Manager for £1,000 for a place in the grand final in London, where you play for £5,000, and the runner-up will get some football boot vouchers. So that's awesome as well.
From Newcastle, well, from Newcastle Road. It's probably the closest one to me, just about. Got it in the middle of 3 or 4 of the venues really, so it's the easiest one to get to, I think.
Straight off the crossbar, and now that was not around me.
I love Football Manager, so I've loved it since I first played it when I was a youngster, and just even got the necessary use to get a computer and watch it, play it. So yeah, that's where I've come from. I love a Football Manager, and hopefully not embarrassing myself in front of a ton of people.
We are here now in the grand final, and what a story we've got. Scott Mathers, the goal machine, with 15 in 3 matches, up against Daniel Miljovic, who just turned up to watch today. He ended up being a wild-card entry because someone was ill, and he's made it all the way to the final with the help of 2 other people who came along to watch, Jordan and Hans. It's been an absolutely incredible run. He only likes to run, he will not pass. He passes to Draxler. Plays the ball out to Alaba. Now looking for that low cross, so dangerous, and Draxler is there! And Draxler scores! Right on the brink of half-time, Mathers United take the lead. Silva, ball over the top. Not only is Lukaku through, but Ibrahimovic is free. It's a clear shot. 1 goal, 1
Goal! Ferreira, the attacking fullback, wants the cross, get it. This game has turned around on its bottom.
I wasn't actually expecting to play. I applied, but there were too many applicants. So I just turned up to have a beer and to watch everybody else. And so I've just turned up and I'm really happy I did.
Hello, welcome back. Have you got your breath back? I'm not sure I have. That was an extraordinary semi-final, and that was only the first. We've got another one coming up. We've got the champion of Leeds, Justin Walker. He's picking his team right now. And we've got the wildcard champion of Glasgow, Hans Pottigado. He's watching him pick his tactics and making devious notes, I suspect. But before we go there, I want to talk to Dean Ryan from BetBright. Dean, when you decided to sponsor this competition, did you ever think this would happen?
No. We hoped that there would be, huge interest in it. It's a fantastic game. We're happy to be backing it in a very unique way, and delighted that, seems to have garnered the interest that it has. It's a very tense situation here.
Well, I was going to say, you've been at a number of our events, and there have been some absolute stinkers every now and then. Usually the ones I've chosen for the featured game. But that last match, heavens.
Yeah, we've had some, the last game, as you mentioned, was an absolute stonker. But we've had a few 0-0s that got a little bit tense towards the end. Penalty shootouts are fantastic in this game, and it's all about the drama, and you see very different kind of methods and tactics as you've been witness to, and everyone watching has been witness to, and that's what's brilliant about this. I think anyone can win as long as they have their game plan and their tactics in place. It's a very difficult game.
Well, I mean, you've seen this competition so far. You've watched the videos. You must have, you're a betting man. You must have a favourite earmark now.
I was very impressed with all of the ones who've made the final, to be honest. Stemp was probably one of my favourite players so far, and the guy who went all massively on overload all the way through.
That's Justin. He's picking his team right now. We'll be talking to him about that in a moment.
I wonder if he's going to do the same thing tonight. I'm not sure. It might change. Yeah, well, maybe be found out. I don't know. It's a little bit. It's a stiffer competition tonight now. That's the way it goes. So maybe we'll find out in a moment, won't we?
I think we certainly will. So is there going to be a future for esports? Is this the kind of thing that can catch on? Are we sat now with the embryonic superstars of a whole new world of sport?
I think we definitely are. I think that's a fact. Esports already massively huge, so it's great to be a part of something maybe a little bit embryonic in that game. And I think with FM, it's perfect for it now, the way the game has developed, that we can do something like this and see it go to where it needs to go. It's great to have FM behind it, and obviously the game now responds to that kind of esports setting, which you fantastically compare, Ian.
Oh gosh, thank you very much. There you go. Now we've got our wild card entry up against a man who insists on playing overload for every minute of the game. You're a bookie. What are the odds looking like?
I favour the overload, I think, over the wild card. It's a fantastic story that the wild card entry actually made it all the way through. When someone's sick and you step up and get thrown into this immediately, obviously had a very good team. What's fascinating about tonight is that the guys who have made it through to this final stage all managed to keep the same teams in place. So there was no obvious favourite from the way that the teams were worked out and the way they were put together. So gives everyone a chance. I would favour the overload. I think they make the overload slightly favourite if he's doing the same thing, but we don't know.
Thank you so much for being behind this, Dean, and thank you for joining us there. We are going to get back onto the next semi-final now, and but before that, we're going to talk to Justin. Justin is, of course, thank you so much for that, Dean. Oh. What a story this young man brings with him. We've had managers in this tournament who've brought magnetic tactics boards, who've brought notepads, who've brought printouts of players. We've had young men sit in dark corners with their iPads mapping out attributes, even doing their own focus search on things like determination and work rate and stamina to see whether or not they're capable of playing a high-pressing game. And we have you, Mr. Walker, who once spent 22 seconds setting your team to overload. And how did that work out?
I'm here.
He's here. He absolutely blistered his way through that heat, laying waste to anyone who came near him. Was there ever a point where you were actually concerned?
Yeah, the first game, the guy was probably better than me at Football Manager, and probably should be here now. But he only worked out my tactics at like 75 minutes, so it was a little bit too late. But he smashed me in extra time and smashed me all the way through, but I managed to win on penalties. So, yeah, apart from that, no, I was quite comfortable.
Well, that sounds absolutely fine. And in the final, of course, it started very, very well for you.
Yeah, 3-0 up after, 15 minutes, I think. 3-1, then 3-2, 4-2, 5-2. And then he scored 2 in the last, between 60 and 70 minutes, and then the game just fizzled out. So it was more comfortable, I think, than the scoreline suggests. But it did look like a good final score. Wasn't as good as that game in the semi-final just then, though. I hope this game is much worse than that as well.
Now, in that Leeds heat, there were many moments where I said to Justin, "You got a tactical change, Justin. Do you want to go a little bit defensive?" And your answer every time was,
"What do you think, Ian?"
It wasn't that. It wasn't that polite.
It was no, thank you, Mr. McIntosh.
Are you going to do the same? Are you going to do the same thing again?
What? Not change it?
Go overload from first.
Yeah, I'm overload. I'm doing the same as I did last time. But
go on.
But it's not £1,000, is it? It's £5,000. So there may have to be a change.
Do you?
Depends on the circumstances.
Do you have a plan B?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a plan B.
Oh, you're not going to say. See, you can tell the pressure's on now. He's clamping up. He's not going to tell us. And probably rightly so, because Hans is down there and he's listening to every single word. So, very, very shortly, we're going to set these two gladiators against each other. Right now, Hans is picking his team. If you've joined us late, you may wonder quite what's going on. Each manager has 5 minutes to pick their team, to do their team instructions, to do their player instructions, to do their set pieces, anything like that. But when that 5 minutes is gone, that's it. When the game begins, there are 2 tactical timeouts. One is to be taken anywhere between the first minute and the end of half time. It's 1 minute long to make your changes. The other is to be taken after half time, anywhere up to the 90th minute. Again, 1 minute to make your changes. You don't have to use them. Chances are he won't. But they are there for the player's benefit. The only other ways you can make tactical changes are the 30-second changes we saw in extra time in that last semi-final. A 30-second change for each manager should there be a red card. A 30-second change for each manager should there be a catastrophic player cannot continue type injury. A little hobble and a hurty knee will not suffice. They are the only ways that managers can make changes from this point. Now, Justin, you've been in this painful crucible before. You've had everyone standing behind you shouting things out and watching. How does it feel when you're in it?
I don't really notice. I just block it out. Because you're watching your team and you just want to make sure that you do what you can. Although, fucking hell, looking at his team, this could be quite a tough game.
What have you seen that's worried you there?
He's gone similar to me, so then it comes down to the quality of the players. I reckon his team's probably a little bit better than mine, but it depends on how well versed he is in the formation that he's played. Maybe he's just wung it and hope for the best. I'm hoping he's done that.
Okay, right, take your seat. Take your seat. It's Justin Walker. He is the Leeds champion, and he's up against Hans Pottigado. Hans, oh, hello. Hiya. Go on, bring your leg in. I've got a bigger bottom than that. Right, Hans, you weren't actually supposed to be in this.
No, we weren't. It was Daniel that was meant to be here, but he's back in China, unfortunately. But me, him, and Jordan, we kind of came together in Glasgow and put a team together. So
because Daniel, who won the Glasgow tournament, he wasn't really supposed to be there. He did enter the preliminary rounds, the Cheltenham Challenge. He didn't quite make the cut. He turned up just to, have a beer and watch what happened, and went all the way with the help of Hans and Jordan, who's in the crowd somewhere around there.
Yep, yeah, we did, yeah. We went, it was the same for us. We went there to have a bite. We actually went there for a food challenge, actually, to eat some food, and then Daniel was there, and we usually play Football Manager quite often, so we came together, and yeah, that was it.
You were like a little Anfield boot room back there, weren't you? Guiding him.
Us in the corner, trying to come up with a formation, and we did, but we've went a bit different today, so hopefully it pays off.
And of course, there was a deal in place for the £1,000 that was won there to split it 3 ways.
Yeah, that's getting split, and if we go all the way today as well, same again.
Well, Daniel, if you're watching from China, and I hope you found a way to do so, Hans is here. He's carrying the torch. What kind of team have you inherited from Daniel?
Hey, well, in Glasgow, we used to play a 4-2-3-1, but we used to get overrun quite a lot in midfield, and we thought that changing the formation and going from counter to control maybe would get a bit more stability in the midfield, and hopefully we can control the game a bit more. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Well, you've got the passes to do so.
Definitely, yeah. And also we went for the work rate in midfield, so 3 players with high work rate, so hopefully that does the job, yeah.
There's a lot going on up top, isn't there? Romelu Lukaku, Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, Lukaku was amazing for us in Glasgow. I think he scored about 7-8 goals, and Ibra came off from the bench and got 2 in the final, so...
Now, have you done your homework about Justin? Because Justin plays overload all the time.
I remember you in Glasgow, you were telling us the guy who won it played overload, so... and you also told me you had Ronaldo, who you played up front, who we're quite worried about, with David Luiz at the back, so that might be a bit concerning, but we'll give it our best shot.
Okay. Are we ready to start?
What else happened to my team, though, in the first round? It lost 6-0, didn't it? In the London.
It did.
They
That's...
also lost in the first round in the Manchester one, I think.
And that's been one of the strange things, or reassuring things about this tournament. There were 16 teams for every heat. They were selected by the guys at Football Manager to be as well balanced as possible. And each of our 4 winners has a different team. And as Justin says, the team that he won the tournament with was absolutely obliterated in the first round of the previous tournament. So everyone's on an even footing. Gentlemen, should we play? Yeah? You all right?
Cool, mate. Cheers.
Okay, right, let's have a look. So, it is Hans, Wildcard FC, against Justin, Walker Wanderers. Let's get cracking. So, Hans, our wildcard, is in the red. Justin, you're in the green. Let's get started. Alonso. Out to Mariano. Mariano was absolutely crucial. Bellarabi, is he out of position again?
He's wild out of position.
Wildly out of position. This man just does not care. Or does he? Ibrahimovic now. He's always key for this team. A man who is more a collection of consonants than any actual name. Lukaku out to Ibrahimovic. Herrera, you can see the pressure piling up already. Marquisio. Royce, wellied away by Godin. He's not messing around. Out to Bellarabi, wildly out of position. Bernat, shot, easily saved by Buffon at the near post. Well, not too many chances here. Bernat looking for Ronaldo, Justin's key man. Ronaldo with the ball on the edge of the box, but it's well cleared. Lukaku now for Hans's wildcard side. Ibrahimovic looking for the ball. It's cut out, but to Verratti. They've got good passes in this team. Herrera out to a collection of letters. Gives a cross coming in. Lukaku, Herrera, Marquisio, Rice! He's offside anyway. Well, my word, this is very tense. How are you feeling, Justin?
Not great.
It's really not great at all. Guerrero again for wild card. Royce, Herrera! Well saved, just about well saved. I'd call that the chance of the game so far. Hans, how you doing?
Not good either. Not very good. My belly. Do you know who's not in goal? Not very good.
Joe Hart's not in goal.
Joe Hart. Why have you dropped Joe Hart?
Because he's shit.
Well, straightforward and to the point. Mariano, Herrera, Ibrahimovic. He's got to do better from there. We are midway through the first half. It remains 0-0. Probably I would just about hand this to... Oh, my word. Muller crashes one over the bar. Just exchanging blows in these early rounds. All the possession is with Hans's wildcard team. I don't know enough about boxing. Did he win?
Joshua, yeah, he won.
Oh, good. Guerrero. David Lewis. Royce. Can he... No. Well blocked by Justin Walker's defence, because he does actually have one. Marquisio. Herrera is caught a little odds now. There's Lukaku, but he again has just gleefully tossed the ball into the upper tier. That's not really going to help anyone at this stage. Verratti for wildcard. Mariano. Look at the numbers that Justin has forward, but that does leave a problem. They're vulnerable to the break. Lukaku, Ibrahimovic, Herrera! There it is. There's the first one, just as we became aware of those gaps. Hans' wild card takes full advantage. 1-0, 10 minutes left of the first half. How are you feeling? At least you're on the right tactical setting.
Yeah, it's going well.
Royce now with a chance, not much of a chance, not if he kicks it like that. The man is playing like he's wearing a pair of Wellington boots. There are 5 minutes left, and Justin really needs just something to give a little bit of hope. Right into the final minute before the half-time break now. Herrera, Ibrahimovic, Herrera finding space, collection of letters, Ibrahimovic, collection of letters, Lukaku in at the near post, right on the stroke of half-time. Hans' wild card spread celebrations from here to Glasgow to China, where Daniel, I really hope you've managed to find a feed. And that is half-time. Justin, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to answer. I'm going to have to do something.
Go on, get stuck in. You've got your 1 minute tactical change. Hans, it's going well. All you can do is screw this up and lose £5,000. How are you feeling?
Exactly. It's going well so far, and happy with the way the team's playing. So hopefully we keep it in the second half, keep the ball, and get it to Ibra and Lukaku up front, and hopefully do the damage again. He's going a bit attacking now, so
a bit.
Just a bit. So he's going to have 2 centre backs against 3 strikers. Hopefully that works for us.
This is either going to get very, very nasty, or this is going to be a fight back almost as extraordinary as the last one. If you can see this at home, Justin, what are you doing?
Just giving my team a bit more shape and giving them a bit more something to aim at, as opposed to just aiming for the 3 in the box. They've got outlets on the wide now, and hopefully someone does something that doesn't involve them scoring.
Well, Hans, you haven't done anything so far. You don't have to. But
happy with the way the team's playing after watching the last game.
As well, you should be.
Yeah.
well, let's start that second half and see if those changes can help Justin out a bit. There's probably going to be a lot of space here for Hans' Wildcard FC, who are in the red. But look at that. Suddenly they break. Wildly out of position. Bellarabi cleared. Is he back in normal position? And my word, Cristiano Ronaldo strikes back straight away. 1 minute into the second half. And those dramatic changes have taken effect already. Are you starting to get worried, Hans?
Yeah, definitely. Need to see how the next 10-15 minutes goes and probably make a tactical change.
Well, we are 10 minutes into the second half, and it's all of a sudden a lot tighter than it seemed before. All the chances so far, or most of the chances at least, to Wildcard FC. Only 4 for Walker Wanderers, but one of them certainly counted. We're back in, 27 minutes left to go. It's Hans' wildcard on the ball. Ibrahimovic, Lukaku, Rice! My word, he slapped that home like it had disrespected his sister. Hans...
We did this after his early goal, so hopefully we can see this out from here.
There are just 21 minutes to go. You still have a tactical change if you want to use it.
Yeah, I'll wait till the next highlight. I'll wait till it's finished and then
Guerrero with the cutback. Lukaku, Godin gets it away. Godin's been an absolute pillar of strength for you. You're going to make the change. This is the first second half tactical change for Walker Wanderers. Let's get that up there. You've got 1 minute to drag this back. Hans, he's blinked first. Are you tempted to lock this down?
No, not yet. Nope. I'll keep it the way it is. It's going well, so no need to change anything. But the way he's changing his team just now, maybe I might have to, but I will. I'll leave it for now, but he's going to a very attacking formation.
That looks like a 2-4-4. Is that an accurate way of surmising?
It's an accurate way of saying I've got nothing else to do, so I'm just shitting my pants.
The nerves very palpable in this room. The smell of... let's have a look and see what happens. We are through. 21 minutes left to go. It's not over yet. If you're here for the first semi-final, you'll know that Matt Hallsworth was 3 goals up. Ibrahimovic very nearly puts Hans 3 goals up. Matt Hallsworth was 3 goals up with only 20 minutes to go. It turned out to be 3-3 before he finally got it round. Bonaventura just outside the box. Right, there's another chance. They are piling forward. They have no option but to pile forward. Muller Saved by Buffon. So many green shirts. It's like a St. Patrick's Day parade in Hans' half. But look at the space if he can get the break, which he can't. Alonso can't get the cross in. Time is running out. 17 minutes left. Even less than that now because the clock's ticking so fast. 8 minutes left, and there's Wildcard on the ball again. It's trying to eat up possession. You still haven't made a change.
I'm happy. I'll keep it the way it is.
Ibrahimovic through to Lukaku. They're exploiting the space now. Rice with a one-on-one. What a save. Chipped around the far post. It's a late corner. 7 minutes to go. Rice tosses it in, but well away again. Rice with a second bite of the cherry. Oh, my word. Absolute pinball wizard in the box. But somehow Asenjo claws it away for yet another corner. 6 minutes left. That one comes to absolutely nothing. Time is running out now, but one goal very much changes the mood. That one goal could be coming. It's Bonaventura, but he's lost out again to a winning move in Scrabble. Varane with the big ball up to Ibrahimovic. Verratti, Royce, Ibrahimovic. If he can get that ball through, he can get that ball through. Lukaku's crowded out, but Royce isn't. But Royce has switched off his targeting computer, and again, up into the upper tier. They've been wasteful with their chances, but they still have that 2-goal advantage. Lukaku, Rice to close it out, slips it wide. Just 1 minute left. Is there any way back here, Justin?
I'm going to go with no.
That's the spirit. Big ball up top. Rice now. Lukaku outside into Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic, is he going to pass it? No, of course he's not. There was an option to be a hero. It's an option he didn't want, and he threw into the sidewalk like a strewn up crisp packet. I don't know where I started with that, and I certainly don't know where I finished, but I'll finish with Muller cutting the ball back to a crowd of red shirts. Ibrahimovic with a ball over the top to Rice. I'd run for the corner flag. He should have run for the corner flag. He's been dispossessed. Cristiano Ronaldo, if ever you want the ball to fall to someone, it's him. Maybe not Bonaventura, but if he can cut the ball back, he can only as far as Buffon. There isn't much time added on, just 27 seconds to go. I think I erred before by saying that Dave Stemp was done. I think this one might be done. Oh, God, look what I've gone and done again. Ronaldo, Bonaventura, it's a curse. I hate it. Bernat out to the left. I ruin everything I touch. And there it is. Wildcard FC are into the final. Justin, you've been an incredible finalist. A brand of football that makes Kevin Keegan look like Jose Mourinho. You've won a lot of friends and a lot of admirers. How do you feel?
Yeah, all right. It's you can do so much with that team, and it's one of them that you go all out attack, doesn't work, and there's not an awful lot else you can do. So fair play team, played well, much deserved the win.
What are you going to spend your £1,000 on?
What my wife tells me to.
We're going to keep you here for the final, aren't you? You're going to be here to see it out.
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah, I've got to. I've done something that you said couldn't be done. So.
What was that? Remind me. Yeah, fair enough. The man makes a good point. Thank you so much. Can I have a round of applause, please, for Justin Walker, King of the Overload? But now let's turn our attention to you, Hans. The Corinthian spirit that you only find in Football Manager. Hans, you played that to perfection.
We did, yeah. I seen his team, and he had quite slow midfield, so we wanted to get in and about there and try and bully him in midfield, and I think we done that. And with the 3 players we had in there, done it to perfection, I think. And obviously we had the 2 big men up front who done the job for us.
Still nerve-wracking in places, though. So many attacking players.
It was. I think it was a great game. I think we both had chances. Maybe we had a few more, but delighted with the win.
A few more. You had 18 chances and 57% of possession. Your game plan specifically for Walker Wanderers worked an absolute treat. Will you be mixing it up now for Matt Halsworth in the final?
Well, do I give this away or not? I think we'll try and keep the same team, but there might be a few tactical changes here and there. Maybe the 3 strikers, maybe might move them a bit further wide, but we shall see. I need to speak to my assistant as well, Jordan, who's been amazing. who's been amazing. So yeah.
We're going to give you just a little bit of a break, not very much of a break, because we'll be coming back for the final quite soon, actually. But first, we have a video of what happened in London when we went there to kick it all off. Have a watch of this, and then come back to us. I think it's going to be exciting. It's the final. £5,000 is up for grabs. Don't miss this.
Gentlemen, you're about to get started. Shake hands. Good luck.
Yeah, I know you're back. You wouldn't miss this for the world. In not very long, we're going to play one game of Football Manager, and the winner wins £5,000. If you've been watching already, that's more like it. If you've been watching already, you've seen two absolutely corking semi-finals that have generated two finalists, and one of them is here with us now. Hans Pottigado of Wildcard Wanderers. Hans, how you feeling?
Oh, really nervous. I didn't think we'd make it that far. See, when we were in Glasgow, didn't think we'd even make it to London. So being here, delighted.
All you did was go out for an all-you-can-eat food challenge, and now
You could eat a food challenge, and the burger defeated us, but we managed to defeat Glasgow, and we're here now. So hopefully we can go all the way.
how much was that burger?
£15.
Pretty good.
It was about 4 stacks, and you got about 8 onion rings and a side of fries. It was pretty challenging, but
I think we just keep talking about this. You are very close to making a £4,985 profit on that burger, which is a mighty profitable burger. But before we start thinking about stuff like this, I'd like you just to take a step back, and using the blue counters, could you map out your tactics? What are you doing here? Tell the people at home.
well, I'm going to stick to this information. Gone with a 3 up front. We're going to have Lukaku up front, and then Ibra and Royce supporting him. And we'll have the 3 centre mids again, the 3 workhorses in there, who's got great passing as well, great passing and vision. So hopefully they do the job for us in there, and that's the same. And our 2 fullbacks pushing up a bit.
There's a lot of quality in your team. There's certainly a lot going forwards. Do you feel like you've got any weak spot that's going to cost you £5,000?
I think our defence, our 2 fullbacks, they're not the best defensive.
Who are those fullbacks again?
oh, the guy who, I can't pronounce his name, the one with a V.
We're going to have to work out how to do that before we start.
Who his name is, and Guerrero on the left. He is really good going forward, but gone back the way. He does leave a bit of gap, so that's why we're just getting him to go up the way and don't worry about the defending side.
Is Jordan here? Jordan's your assistant manager. Jordan, come in, mate. Come in. Jordan is the other person who's been part of this trio of unexpected football managers. It was Daniel, of course, who played the preliminary round, the Cheltenham Challenge, and didn't make it through. Turned up anyway just to watch and got the wild card. And it's Jordan and Hans who stepped up to help him out. So you're the only one who hasn't sat in the seat, which. So I guess if we've got Daniel as your Bill Shankly, and then Hans here as your Bob Paisley, that would put you as
Jockstein.
Oh, right, okay, Jockstein. Not a bad person to go for. Have you been advising Hans before this game?
I think we've both got an idea of the style of football we want the team to play, so we've got a good mentality to go together with it, so it kind of came together.
How was it watching that game, knowing all of that money was up for grabs?
He knows what he's doing, so I've complete confidence in him.
A lot of people crack and fold. We've seen some people actually watching the games from behind their chairs, which was an interesting approach. We've seen a lot of sweat and a lot of blue language, but we haven't seen any of that from you. You seem well prepared. You seem calm, cool, collected under pressure. You must feel like you've got a good chance.
He can do anything he wants, so that's all right. He can. We're well up for it, so it's good.
Excellent. Hans, I'm going to need you to take your seat where you were before. Jordan, back to the crowd, and I'm going to welcome back Cherno Samba. Thank you very much. Legend of the game, Cherno Samba. Cherno, what have you made of this?
Unbelievable. The first semi-finals, I thought, Dave was going to win it. I wanted the prize to stay in London. However, unlucky. And
the kiss of death, aren't you? Everyone you recommend goes crashing out.
So this time, I'm not going to say nothing. I wish all the lads all the best and just leave it as that.
Well, you've watched all of the games so far. You must. I mean, is there a favourite here?
I did have a favourite. It seems like every time there's a game, there's someone that I just pick out. For some reason, they keep losing. So I don't know why that is. But this time, I'll just leave it as that and then wish all the lads the best.
What's it been like? We've heard whoops and hollering behind the scenes, where our feed, of course, is a couple of seconds behind. So what's it been like out there? There's 20 or 30 people back there, aren't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there, and everyone's on their nerves, and everyone's shouting and railing. So it's just one of them. He's very exciting at the moment. So I'm looking forward to this final.
Have you ever seen a group of men and women so excited by coloured dots moving silently on a screen?
Nothing like that. Nothing at all. I've never seen this before, but it's very exciting and I'm enjoying it.
Cherno, we're going to see you back again to present our novelty oversized cheque to the winner. We're going to have that in shot very, very soon. But for now, oh, there it is. Hey, Cherno, if you could lift that up, please. That is what is at stake here. Matt, how does that make you feel? That's a lot of pressure. A novelty oversized cheque says only one thing. This just got real. Let's go back to the sofa and see what's going on. We're going to talk to Matt Holsworth, who is our Manchester champion. Cherno, thank you so much. You'll be back at the end to present the cheque. We'll see you very soon. I'm going to scurry in over here so as not to upset Hans' preparations. I'm going to shuffle him over. There isn't quite enough room. Are you all right perching? You're all right perching.
Yeah, okay.
Matt, you've had a bit of time to recover. How do you feel?
Heart rate's come down, so I feel that's good. I was just watching the game in there. It was an interesting game. I know, it was all-out attack sort of from both teams, 3 up front. That was interesting. So I'm having to think about maybe how to defend against that. But now, calmer now. We're here. Yeah, feeling good.
Hans is good, isn't he? I mean, he's a wild card, but he clearly knows the game. He had a plan and it worked.
Absolutely, yeah. Before the final, I was looking over the teams and, all-out attack. How do you defend against all-out attack? It's just, you never see it. 3 strikers. So, and he found a way. So yeah, and it looked good. You know, a lot of chances there. So lot to think about, really.
Can we get you over to the tactics board? You can show us what you're going to do. Is that all right? Let's go over to the tactics board. Now, Matt, I've just been told your uncle is watching this right now. Have you got a message for him?
Hi, Paul. Thanks for all the support and stuff yesterday. I'll be implementing some pep-like tactics, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for all the support so far. Brilliant.
Thanks, Uncle Paul. Right, Matt, show us using the blue counters. In fact, actually, show us using the red counters. That'll make more sense because he's already done the blue. Show us what you're doing and talk us through it.
Okay, so starting off with.
I'll tell you what, come on, then everyone can see.
So 4 at the back, 2 ball-playing centre-backs just there, Vertonghen, PK. Wing back Lichtsteiner, Luke Shaw as well, so hopefully pushing wide, maybe exploiting a bit of space. I've got Belia, who's just sat there as a deep line playing.
Belia, it's Biglia, surely.
Whatever, there we go. And then
I think you're right.
And then two quite tenacious central midfielders in Kante and Matuidi, hopefully high pressing. More wide, but then Tevez is sort of withdrawn a little bit, so he gets involved in this. He's set to sort of press as well and get involved in that, and hopefully play some balls out to Big Gareth out here.
Are you going to keep Bale on the left? Because you turned around the final by shifting him to the right, didn't you?
Yeah, I shifted him over to the right for a little while, and eventually went back again because it was terrible. So I'm going to try and maybe keep him wide. I know full-back-wise, they got forward quite a lot, so maybe there's a bit of space to exploit.
What have you seen from Hans's team that worries you?
The front 3 are pretty intimidating, so Ibra, Lukaku, Royce as well, can't forget him. So yeah, those front 3 are pretty scary. Yeah, I mean, any manager would want to face those. And then, yeah, full-backs getting forward as well, popping in a lot of crosses. So yeah, I've got Shaw and Lichtsteiner hopefully closing those down quite quickly as well. So yeah, we'll see.
I just want to talk about your shirt. If you can see there, it says CV and 3 men in suits. What's the story behind that?
Last week for the Manchester final, just beforehand, I'd gone for a job interview. So I was all suited, ready. I'd been out sort of preparing for that, and then I went back to work, came out for the final, and probably went to bed about 3 a.m. It was a long day.
Play Football Manager in a suit, and that's what happens. It always works. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I've not been ready for any other games, so yeah, why not? Let's just go ahead with it. Yeah.
How long have you been playing this game?
Since about 1999, maybe. I think I was only about 10, 11. Mate, Joe Laley, who was watching the game, he lent me a copy of Champ Manager 98-99, which I don't think I ever gave him back. So sorry, Joe. But it really, really sparked I don't know if it's the stats or the meticulousness of it, but it just really, So Matty Everington in that game was big hero.
Did you ever think you'd be playing one game of Football Manager to win £5,000?
Never in my wildest dreams would have I expected to be paid. Because effectively, for however much work we're doing here, are we the best paid managers in the world?
I think.
Yeah, Pep's got nothing on us here. Yeah.
I was unaware of any other professional Football Manager type setups. I'm fairly sure that makes you either world number 2 or world number 1.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Wow, that's going on my neck.
Congratulations. Yeah. Take your seat because I think we're ready. In fact, actually, wait for me because I'll be in the middle. There you go. Right, what the hell is that purple thing?
It's assistant manager.
We're going to this camera now. Can we? You're doing a Stuart Pearce, aren't you? And bringing cuddly toys.
Yeah. I got him about 10 years ago. Someone bought me it because I got a bit obsessed watching this weird.
Did that person hate you? Were they trying to stab you?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty horrific looking. It's quite terrifying. It's a boo bar. It was a kids show in like mid 2000s. Didn't really take off. It was just mad. If you look at them, that's for children. I don't want.
Jesus, its eyes move
as well. I know. I mean, it's been in my room, seen me play a lot of games. It's been my assistant manager through playoffs and stuff. I mean, it's seen some stuff. He's seen some things. He's I think the money Instead of sending him to retirement on a nice holiday to see out.
Sure, I'll buy you a tin of petrol and a box of matches. Thing is evil. Right, gentlemen. Oh, gentlemen.
Good luck, mate.
It's the Corinthian spirit you only find in Football Manager. We've come a long way. A long way. We've done London, we've done Manchester, we've done Leeds, we've done Glasgow. It's the champions of Manchester and the champions of Glasgow who face each other now. Never in the history of humanity has so much ridden on such a very, very short period of time in a football computer game. This is, I'm actually quite terrified for you. How are you feeling?
Not good again. Excellent. I'm just bricking up.
That's the stuff. And you?
Same, bricking it, yeah.
Excellent. Well, I'm delighted to be on a sofa surrounded by these two. Shall we get started? Yeah. Let's get started. The grand final of the BetBright Football Manager Cup. £5,000 worth of novelty check. And it is Matt Hallsworth of Hallsworth Harriers, him over there, blue, and in a minute, and Wildcard FC, they're so impatient for this, managed by Hans in the red. Let's get it on. All right, Biglia, Lichtsteiner, Lucas Mora, the early balls there with Matt Hallsworth, but the early balls given away. Suddenly, Wildcard are back in it, and we probably need a nice neutral match stats, just so I've got something to talk about if we don't get any chances. And in the first 5 minutes, we haven't had any chances. We have had a yellow card for Lichtsteiner. Are you worried? 85 minutes on a booking?
Oh, that's quite a long time.
Oh, my word. It's a penalty. Gareth Bale, of all people, gives away the penalty. How do you feel?
Ibra's stepping up, so I'm not going to jinx him, so let him take it.
Ibrahimovic now. 12-yard scores! 16 minutes into the game, and Wildcard FC are leading through a Zlatan Ibrahimovic penalty. Matt, these things happen?
Yeah, unfortunate early on, but at least this time to change, potentially, keep it the same, hopefully. We'll
PK. Kante! Buff on, though. You've picked up 2 bookings already inside the first 20 minutes. So you just trying to kick him out of the game?
Yeah, a lot of closing down, a lot of pressing. Sometimes, you'll get yellow cards. It's you just got to do it. Sometimes you got to, it's the final.
Oh, Bale. Here's a chance. Bale out on the left. There's no one up there. Tevez is arriving late. Verratti out to Lucas Moura. And Buffon there. Irresistible force hits an immovable Italian. And Biglia with the corner. Lofts it into Vertonghen, but Buffon is there again. You must be quite happy about him being there.
Oh, Buffon was amazing in Glasgow, and he's doing the same here in London again.
Bale, Matuidi on that yellow card, cuts it back for Tevez, and Matt Hallsworth is back in the game just 2 minutes before half-time. Oh, sometimes you just... Gareth Bale has picked up an injury. A facial injury. It's only an orange injury. He doesn't have to come off. It's half-time. Matt, you've actually had the better of that. 5 shots, 5 on target. But Gareth Bale is carrying a knock and is down to 73%. Are you going to do anything?
No, he's fine. He's good.
Are you going to make any changes?
No, I'm going to keep it as is.
Can I do something, please?
Yes, you can. Get you in there. Now, let's have a look at what's going on here. It was such a perfect start. Zlatan penalty. But it means very little as we reach this stage. What are you thinking right now as you're watching?
Yeah, sweeper keeper coming out might be worth maybe closing him down a bit later on, getting Tevez to shut him down a little bit, make some risky passes, possibly. Yeah, not much you can do with a sweeper keeper though, I suppose.
Are you worried about Gareth Bale being injured?
No, I think he'll be okay. Facial injury, he'd be out for a day. He'd be fine. Yeah, he'll be good.
Shall we start the second half, gentlemen? Are you both ready? Okay. Remember, it's Hans's wild card in the red. And it's Matt Hallsworth's Harriers in the blue. Ibrahimovic now doesn't get very far with that one. Gareth Bale. His face bloodied and broken. His spirit unbowed. His free kick still wildly inaccurate. Blaise Matuidi Luke Shaw. Over to Kante. Kante's never scored yet in this competition. Wasn't going to there. Tevez has missed an absolute sitter. That could have been Matt Hallsworth in the lead. This game is passing very quickly. Two teams pretty much cancelling each other out now. Not many chances. Just 21 minutes left. And Lukaku suddenly bursts through for wildcard. It's out to Ibrahimovic. It's a narrow angle, and Rico is there to save. You must have thought you had it there.
I thought Lukaku was going to take the shot himself.
Guerrero carrying an injury. David Luiz bounces off his mangled mop of hair wide of the far post. And there are only 14 minutes left. Lichtsteiner, David Luiz! That hair has brought what could be the winning goal. There's only 14 minutes left. An immediate tactical substitution called for by Matt Hallsworth. He'd got himself back into this. Well, he's not back into it now. Hans, you're 2-1 up with 14 minutes to go.
I'm not feeling... No, I think I'm shitting myself now. So...
I think he just did some sick in his mouth there. You might have to watch it in slow motion. It definitely sounded like there was sick in the mouth. 14 minutes left to go. Again, he's blinked first. Can he make any changes now? Defensive?
I'm going to stay the same. No need to change winning formula.
You've gone very gastric, Hans.
I have. Not doing well at all.
Right. Let's get those changes. What did you do, Matt?
Went all out attack. Got to claw something back here. Brought Mata on. Hopefully unlock something maybe, but not long left.
There's only 7 minutes left. We've hardly had any highlights at all. Ibrahimovic now looking to tidy up. Rice! Rice has scored! Only 6 minutes left on the clock, and Hans... Oh, no. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's 3-1. 1 minute to go, and it's 3-1. We're deep into injury time. I think this might be all over. This might be all over. What a story we've had. Daniel turned up in Glasgow. He hadn't even made the cut. Someone was sick. They must feel sick now. Wildcard FC win. Hans, Jordan, Daniel, you've won £5,000 thanks to BetBright and Football Manager and some well-timed substitutions. But for every winner, there has to be someone who wasn't a winner, because he's not a loser. Matt Hallsworth is our champion of Manchester. He came through the semi-finals. He put up a decent fight. It wasn't quite enough. Matt, you come so close.
Yeah, very close. But yeah, like we said, crosses came in. David Luiz, Lukaku as well, got in there. Yeah, nothing we could do there. Yeah, so there we go. Never mind. But worthy winner. He's come, done loads there with the last game. Brilliant. And yeah, we didn't create enough chances anyway. So yeah, worthy winner, I think, definitely.
He is true class, Matt Hallsworth. If you're watching at home, you can be very, very proud of him. He was our champion of Manchester. He was our runner-up here. We've got a fridge full of beer. We've got gifts and presents and free books. We're going to hold him tight until the crying stops. We're going to be with him until dawn breaks. He doesn't know that yet, but we have got a spare key to his hotel room. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to look after him. We're going to say goodbye to you now. Thank you so much. And we're going to head over to the tactics board. Come on, come join me. Oh, my words. Oh, mic pack. Here, hold this while I sort things out. How do you feel? Hold that.
Over the moon, to be honest. Didn't think we'd get that far, like I told you after the first game. But, yeah, delighted. I'd like to thank Jordan. If Jordan could come in, yeah.
John, the backroom team, of course, you got Daniel as well. Hopefully Daniel has got this feed in China. He's watching now.
William and Daniel and Stubbs.
You gentlemen have done Scotland proud tonight, and it only remains for me to instruct Cherno Samba to deliver the novelty-sized cheque. £5,000 for playing Football Manager, but playing it really, really well.
We're actually both gone on holiday, so he's gone with his missus, and I'm gone with my mates, so it's gone straight on that.
And that's going 3 ways between all of you.
3 ways, yeah, definitely, and Daniel can do whatever he's doing with it.
Excellent. Someone get a very heavy-duty pair of scissors. We're going to need them to chop this check up. Gentlemen, if you'd like to head over there, we'll just about wrap this up because I do have to talk to Dean. Dean, come over here. This is Dean Ryan of BetBright, the power behind this tournament. Dean, you just handed over £5,000 of BetBright's money. It's gone to a good home, hasn't it?
Feels good. Feels very good. Well done to everyone involved with Wildcard FC. We didn't think it would go that way, but that's the way it went.
Really never did, but they played a perfect game, didn't they?
Yeah, a cracking final, and I think two very, very good players of FM in the final, and we got exactly what we wanted. So well done to the winners, and yeah, feels good to give it away. Well done.
Thank you so much for joining us and, of course, for paying for all of this. It only remains for me to thank everyone at Football Manager, the support that they've given us. We couldn't have done it without them, particularly not just for making the game, of course, because it's a wonderful game, but for helping us out with all the hardware and the testing, particularly Duncan Greenwood, Ed Hewison and Nick Madden, who've been with us for pretty much every step of the way, and Tom Davison as well, he's been here. I want to thank BetBright, that's Dean Ryan over there, for paying it, Totally Communications for hosting us, Alex Stewart and Matt Stanger, who've worked tirelessly in the background making all of this happen, and I want to thank you as well for watching. We're going to have a video, it's a short video from our London game to play us out now. I've been Ian McIntosh. This has been awesome. Good night.